What's going on, everybody? So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the DeWALT 10-gallon wet dry vac. So with all that said, let's get started. Okay, so here we have this awesome new wet dry vac from DeWALT. This thing's really cool. It comes with casters, which is really cool. It has this nice drain valve down here so that you can just unscrew it and then water can come out if you're gonna do any kind of water or wet pickup. If you're gonna do dry, then you would just take this lid off right here, and let's put this cap back on. You could just take the lid off and then go ahead and dump it like that. You also have a really nice filter that can be used for wet or dry. The thing is, if it gets heavily saturated with water and it starts misting out the back, then you want to change to a dry filter. So that's something to keep in mind. It has a really nice locking system. So you would just turn this, whether you want to engage the locking mechanism or disengage it so that you can remove it. So that's really nice. And you can see it's all stainless steel. I mean, that's super cool. Look, it's like super bright and everything. I think that's really nice. Kind of changes things up from the traditional plastic that most wet dry vacs come with. Will it rust over time? It's stainless steel, so you shouldn't have any issues with rust, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and put this back. And then we would just clamp these in place. And then as you can see, here's your storage for all the tools. Now, I used to own a rigid I think it was like a 2 horsepower, 6 gallon. It was really tiny, but it was perfect. It was like just the right size, and it was strong enough to get everything I needed to get, vacuuming cars and pulling up dirt and everything like that. And with the rigid, it had 4 posts so that you could take like your tools and everything and stick it right there. So DeWALT gives you a bag, and then you kind of just throw everything in the bag like that. But you do get 2 extension tubes, so we'll just put these in the bag right here. You get this brusher to kind of just collect like little cobwebs and stuff that might be like hard to remove with the just regular suction. You get a wide vacuum with you get this wide mouth vacuum with these brushes, so that's pretty cool. Like if you want to do like some seat upholstery and everything like that, and you're just trying to really get some dirt out. And then you also have this is going to be like the most common one for, I would say, for automotive, just so you can get into the cracks of the seats and everything like that, which is really cool. I will say that the rigid accessories were a lot larger. Let me see, I might be able to show you. I think I have one right here, and I can pull these out. Oh yeah. So this was the rigid. You can see that they're just a lot larger in size. So you see what I'm talking about here. Whoa, lots of cobwebs. I just held on to these because I threw the old rigid away right before I moved because the motor just burned out after 20 years. I had that thing for 20 years. Bought it for like $21 or something like that, and it lasted 20 years. So that's really cool. But yeah, so, and then this is the nozzle that I used for the car. So you can see if we get this one, you see like this small one right here compared to this bigger one. So that was for the rigid. Does it make a difference? Most likely not. In fact, the smaller one's going to be better just because it can get into tighter spaces. So that's something to think about. Bigger is not always better. So go ahead and sit these back. So yeah, and then this vac also can do, it can like inflate things, or you can use it as a blower. And so let's see, where is it? Here it is, right here. So here's gonna be like your blowing exhaust port, like if you wanna blow sawdust or something like that, or if you just wanna blow out your garage and you don't have a compressor or a blower. If you haven't seen my review on a good leaf blower, I'll put a link up in here so that you can check it out. You definitely want to see that. But yeah, so you can, you know, and you can like blow things or inflate things. And so here's kind of like a little kit for that as well. Like if you have an inflatable bed, then you can definitely use these to inflate certain things. So that's cool. That's something that the other shop vacs that I looked at didn't have. So it's nice to have like this blowing feature as well as a suction feature. So that's really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and power this thing on and see how it performs. And so one of the things we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up the car with fog and then vacuum it out. And then after that, we'll just go ahead and vacuum out some rocks and dirt and stuff like that on the floor mats and just see how well it performs. All right, so let's get started. So in this portion of the video, we're gonna talk about the blower. And so on the Rigid, it didn't have a blower. So this one has a blower, and the cool thing is that, you know, you don't need to have an air compressor anymore if you need to like blow out some sawdust or anything like that. For me, it's working with metal or sawdust, and I get it all over my clothes, and I like to kind of just blow off my clothes at the end of the day. And it's really cool that I don't have to charge up my air compressor if it's not already charged. Plus the air compressor is super loud. It's an oilless compressor, so you know those are loud. Whereas the DeWALT shop vac, all you have to do is just turn it on and it blows out air. And so if you are concerned that like maybe that air is being pulled in from the canister, and if the canister is dirty and all that kind of stuff, you might be blowing just dirty air onto you. It does not seem to be the case with this. So when you do use it, it's just clean air, or at least it smells like clean air. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna try it out. So let's go ahead and plug this thing in right here. Okay, and we'll take a plastic bag. Sorry I don't have any balloons here. I would use a balloon, but, and then see this cool little strap right here? It's to hold the hose. That's something the Rigid did not have, was this strap here. So I think that's really cool to be able to hold the hose, like hose management, you could say. And so this is the adapter piece right here. So this comes off, and this is what you would use, like, let's see right here. Yeah, this is what you would use if you are going to use the inflatable adapters, like this little kit right here. And so also if you have like a air mattress or anything like that that you need to, you know, inflate, you can use these, or like those workout Swiss balls that you see a lot of the, you know, fitness instructors use. You can use these to inflate those. So that's really cool. So we're going to use this middle one here, and we'll just go and we'll wrap it like so. Make sure we get all edges. And we're just going to go ahead and fill this out. All right, so 3, 2, 1. So it didn't inflate as planned, but you saw nonetheless that this blower is super awesome. It works. It is strong. As you can see, it was just blowing my shirt, my hat, everything. I was able to keep the plastic bag up in the air for, you know, I mean, as long as until it just kind of flew on over. So that's something that's really cool. This thing works, and this little nozzle kind of like super speeds the air in a sense. So that's cool. But, you know, even without it, it's still strong. So something to keep in mind, you know, just kind of use these nozzles for airspeed and things like that. Yeah, this thing is amazing. It is like a multi-process tool. So you got a blower, you also have a shop vac, wet and dry. You have an amazing tool storage, and you have a really big button that's really cool and convenient. And you have hose management right here. You have this hose management lockdown system right here. And now let's go ahead and kind of talk about just like the ease of use. That's another cool thing. You have a really secure locking mechanism. So that's cool. That's what I like. Same with the hose in the rear. It's locking as well, so you know your hose isn't gonna just pop out. So in the rear and also in the front, it's not gonna lock out. So, or it's not gonna pop out. So that's really cool. Yeah, this thing, yeah, just it's definitely a tool to keep in your garage, especially if you do any kind of automotive detailing. You know, if you kind of just need it for inside the house, if you have any spills or anything like that and you just need to clean it out of your carpet, definitely you can use this. So yeah, this thing is awesome. Plus the stainless steel finish, super cool, super nice. You can bang it around and everything like that, which I highly recommend that you do not do, because this thing is just a beauty to look at and you don't want to damage it. You want to take care of it. So yeah, that's super cool. The hose is nice and flexible. That's what I like. You know, it's really like you're not fighting the hose, so to say. You know, it's like the hose works with you, so that's cool. It comes in that nice DeWALT yellow, which is really cool. So yeah, really like this shop vac. Definitely something to pick up. You know, whenever you can. Okay, so DeWALT also gives you this filter for like sawdust and everything like that, I believe, and so that's really cool. It's like this, you know, big bag right here, and let's see. It says on the bag, I believe, for use with dust extractor vacuums. So that's really cool. Yeah. So you get this nice little bag right here, like a collector bag. And so yeah, that's just one extra feature that DeWALT you know, includes, or one extra accessory that DeWALT includes with this shop vac is something to consider. If you are looking for one of these, then yeah, you get one with the purchase of your shop vac. So keep that in mind. I think it's just too much fog for this vacuum cleaner, but it was still a cool test. Okay, so we have all the windows down. We're just trying to get all this fog out, and probably have to drive the car around and just clear it out. But yeah, so that was just kind of just to see what this little shop vac could do. I won't say little, it's a really strong. But yeah, so I think the fog was just a little too much though. So we're gonna do more like of a real world kind of test, and we're just gonna vacuum the floor and see how that works out and everything like that, and see how this shop vac performs just under normal operating conditions. So let's get started. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just vacuum this floor. You can see it's like super dirty, super cruddy. So we're just gonna use this right here. We're gonna use this attachment right here just to see how well it performs. All right, so let's do it. Okay, this thing is awesome. So I was vacuuming. You just saw me kind of vacuuming the floor mat there. I had to just kind of stop and finish it. I couldn't go all the way because the camera was in the way. So, but what you could see, that was awesome. And one cool thing I will say, where is it? Right here. So in the beginning, I was comparing the rigid versus the DeWALT in terms of size. And the rigid, it was a lot wider. Also, it was a suction that went this way, so you couldn't really use it flat. You had to use it kind of like in the vertical position, not the horizontal position. And so I noticed that this was very easy to get like inside of the door compartments. So that was really cool. This could fit in a lot tighter spaces. So I definitely like this more than the wider, bigger vacuum nozzle, like the one that I used on the rigid. So that's really cool. Also, all your accessories, they go right here. So you can just put everything right here, and there's room for even more. So that's really cool. You also have this little latch to put your hose. And then as you can see, I'm kind of wrestling with this cord here, but this cord would just wrap around right here like this. So that's the cool thing. This shop vac has everything that you would need. This shop vac just has everything that you would need. And on top of that, I would say even more. I mean, it covers all bases. So that's really cool. So you can do wet, dry. You got a really nice flexible hose. It's really long. You have a long cord. That's really cool. Definitely longer than the rigid. You have a nice big on-off button. I really like that. And it's in a good location. It's just right there in front of you. Just go ahead and hit it. It's really easy to operate too. It's not too stiff. So I definitely love the stainless steel on this. That's really cool. It's a nice touch. Yeah, so, and the casters make it really nice. The casters are nice and smooth. They're not plastic. They have like a rubber or polyurethane coating on them. So that's really cool. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. So if you need something to vacuum out your car, or your house, or whatever your needs will be, definitely pick up this DeWALT wet dry vac. DeWALT didn't pay me for this video. This is just my own review. This thing has actually been sitting for a long time. I just finally got around to using it and for the first time. And yeah, it's amazing. I should have been using this sooner. Yeah, hopefully this video helps, your purchasing decision, or if you just want to just see a cool video. So yeah, hopefully this answers all your questions. If I missed anything, if there's anything you need to know, go ahead and leave me a comment down below, and I'll definitely try to get to you and answer your question. So if you found this video helpful, definitely subscribe and hit that like button. And thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. See you guys next time.